Hey guys, Jacob here with you. Just got home a little bit ago. Boy, what a late night. I made that last video about the Idaho stabbings. Got ready, laid down. Next thing I know, about 10 minutes later, somebody ringing a doorbell, knocking on the door. I'm thinking, who in the hell is this late at night? I don't get too many visitors. So I went out, and I had my security cameras up, and I had my monitor there, and I had my gun, because I didn't know who it was. I looked, here it's my sister, my brother-in-law, my niece, and my nephew. I was like, I said, hold on a minute. So I hurried up, put the gun down, opened the door up, and nephew and niece are in for Thanksgiving, so they decided to stop and visit that late at night. But brought me another turkey, which I already have a turkey, but still grateful for it anyway. But anyway, my brother-in-law was asking me about, what I was doing, if I was still making YouTube videos and stuff, and I said, yeah. I said, I just made one about the stabbing in Idaho. And he said he doesn't believe, he believes that they knew who did it. And there may be more than one. But one thing he's in disbelief about is the two other roommates were there and they weren't hurt. So it's weird. But like I said, there was a thing on there this morning, but there was a forensic scientist on there saying blood is slippery. He said there should have been at least boot prints, shoe prints, or whatever. But anyway, we went on from that, and he was asking me about the Kiely Rodney case, and I told him it's still up in the air. I said, they said the case is still open. And he asked me if I had any videos, so he could watch the videos and to see what I was talking about. So I showed him the Adventures with Purpose video. He said, 19,000 man hours? He said, and they found the vehicle right there. And I said, yeah. My sister said, that don't look right. And he said, well, what did they find out? I said, none. I said, they did an autopsy. I said, they said she dry drowned. He said, I said, they took a piece of her liver, and they said she wasn't drinking. I said, just from decomposing. And he said, well, that goes against everything that other girl said. Why would she say she was drunk when she wasn't? And he said, why? He said, I don't know. He said, something going on there. But I played the video of her mother telling people to mind their own business. He said, so people on YouTube got that Adventures with Purpose to come in and help find her. He said, number one, he said, why wouldn't they let them pull the car out? He said, if they knew what they were doing. He said, it looks like they just come in and try to do everything real quick. And I said, well, that's what everybody's wondering. Why? Then I played him the video, the one where the witness said the cops beat the hell out of that guy and threw him in that, that little runoff thing. Then they said he drowned. Then the kid got decapitated by the train. They said he had defense wounds on his hands. But he said that sounds pretty much like a knit community. He said when the sheriff is the one that does the autopsies, he's something not right. And I told him, I said, well, it's an affluent community. He said, there's still something not right. He said, the same thing I said. He said, if there was a party, he said, how many kids did you ever see that didn't have a cell phone in their hand with a camera on? He said, nobody's talking. He said, I believe something bad happened to that girl. They put her car in the river, or not the river, the reservoir. He said, and it's funny because he said she's in the back. He says she wasn't drinking, and she went in by accident. Why wouldn't she swim out the window? He said, I can see him panicking. He said, when you first go in, the water is not deep. He said, she wasn't found that far offshore. He said, why would they tell the other people to stay 25 feet, just 25 feet off the shore to look for a cell phone? He said, there's a lot of questions there. He said, but he said, I don't know. I said, well, they're keeping the investigation open. He said, that's so people, they don't have to answer questions. He said, they're probably hoping it dies out. He said, because people eventually get sick of talking about it. He said, but if they stay on social media and keep the pressure on them, they have nowhere to turn. So he said, they're going to have to do something. He said, I've never seen anything take 19,000 man-hours, and the car's right there, he said 55 feet off the shoreline. And then that one where not the sheriff, but the sergeant said that the water was so murky they were only filling with their hands. And he said, that's a bunch of bullshit too. He said, look at the water when they dove on it. He said, clear as a bell. He said, it's a reservoir. It's not a river. He said, so somebody's lying. Somebody's covering for somebody. And he said, I think a lot of them kids know what happened. He said, they're just not talking. He said, keep on them. He said, is there other people making videos about them? I said, yeah. I said, because nobody got any answers. The only thing people got was, well, we found her, that's it, she died, we burned her up, let her alone, leave us alone, bye-bye. I said, nobody believes that. He said, well, after seeing that, he said, I don't believe it either. He said, I heard somebody's involved with something happened to her, and it wasn't on her own accord, to where she did something herself. He said, so they're hiding something, and he said, in the FBI, he said, they must be a local field office. He said, but the way they tore that vehicle out of there, and I showed him that checking TV video too, and he said, they tore the vehicle out of there, left our stuff laying on the bottom of the reservoir. He said, it's like they wanted just to say, you pissed us off, you found her, now get the hell out of here and leave us alone. And we'll take it from here. The same thing the mother said, we got it from here. I don't know. Like I said, I hope somebody holds them accountable. And everybody on here that keeps putting videos out, keep putting them out. Keep the pressure on these idiots. Don't let the little girl die in vain because of people trying to hide stuff. And that's exactly what's happening. But anyway, okay, folks, I'm going to get going. I'll try to make another video later. I want to watch the updates on that Idaho case. He said, everything I say is my opinion. Like I said, I have First Amendment right. If you don't like it, you can tell me, but that's fine. Alright, guys, well, God bless. Have a great day. And I'll try to make another video later on. Alright, bye-bye.